see, the greenhouse, the summer tomatoes have just about done all they can do this year. These were planted back right around the first of the year, and here we are on the 1st of August, and heat's gotten pretty bad here in Virginia, and they done all they're going to do. So I'm cleaning up the greenhouse. You can tell these plants they're about shot. Heat's gotten to them. They're really old. They were planted early in the year, and they're in my hydroponic buckets, like I mentioned, just like MHP gardeners plan. And you can see some of the tops of them are still nice looking plant right there. So I just and that gives you talked about this is what I'm gonna do for my fall tomatoes. You know, you can't buy tomatoes here in August, but everything I got's dying out. But that'll make a nice little tomato plant right there, and it'll already be a foot tall when you stick it in the hydroponics. And so I found that when I go to clean out this greenhouse, I got all my plants are held up with these tomato clips. Really good. They're really good. Handy little items. But I found that the easiest way to clean up my greenhouse is just to take a pair of clips and just start clipping. I clip like this one right here. I clip it right above the clip, and then clip it right below the clip. And I just leave the strings and the clips and everything right here. I get my new fall tomatoes in coming up. I'll already have support strings and clips ready to go. But you know, you can't find tomatoes in Virginia in August, not seedlings. But with a greenhouse, I'm able to grow all the way until December at least, maybe even January. I had ripe tomatoes on January 1st. I planted these the day after Christmas, so they're old and they need to be replaced. Even though it's only July, they've done their job. And, I'm gonna clean them out. I'm gonna take the suckers. I'm gonna take a couple of the plants from seeds. I'm gonna take a couple of these tops, and I'm gonna put them back in here in the hydroponics and start growing them right here. And they'll grow through August and September. October, I'll have ripe tomatoes again. Getting ready to do some fall tomatoes. I got some seedlings I planted over there, and I'm going to plant those. But I thought I'd share with you my suckers here. I know that some other people on the internet have done some suckering videos, but I thought I'd maybe help somebody a little bit. This is, you see right here, this is a classic example of a sucker coming out of the little crotch of the limb right there. And so that'll root. So you just take that. I usually use a clipper, so I get a fairly nice cut, and I just clip it right off like that. I'll stick that down in some water with a little bit of fertilizer, and it takes a week to 10 days, and this thing will start rooting, and that plant will just start growing right along. What you can see right here is I got my tomatoes I planted from seed. They've been growing about a month. The ones I transplanted are doing really well. Some of the ones are getting pretty root bound, but I'm going to put those in. Here it is, August, 1st of August, and I'm going to put those in. I hope they'll be ready to start putting out tomatoes around October. And last year I was able to grow them all the way up until the first of the year in this greenhouse here. You can see I got, these are big beefs. MHP gardener grew these things, and I wanted to give them a try, so I ordered the seeds this year. And these are growing in rock wool. They're going into my hydroponics. Again, it's just like Bobby's system. I followed his advice, used the same fertilizer and same buckets and everything that he did, and I've had really good success. But look at the roots. Look at the roots these things have grown. These really need to be planted, so that's why I'm cutting all these down. But they've done real well in this rock wool, and it's actually 2 plants in each section of rock wool. So I don't know whether I'll clip one or let 2 plants grow in each bucket. Anyway, that's where I'm planting for my fall tomatoes here in the greenhouse, and I'll get it cleaned up and get these plants in the hydroponic buckets here, and I'll report back in probably a week or so.